Bradford City have today confirmed their fifth signing of the 2025 summer chance window as left-back Ibou Touray joins from fellow League One side at Stockport County on a free transfer. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well. If you are new, can we try and hit 200 likes on today's video? That'd be massively appreciated. And don't forget to get your thoughts in down in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on this edition? Bradford fans, Stockport fans and wider football fans as well. What are his pros? What are his cons? Let me know all your sort of beliefs down in the comment section down below. Now I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a secret. This hasn't actually been officially confirmed yet, so I could have wasted my time in this video. We'll never see the light of day, but I'm having to pre-record it because by the time that this does officially get announced, I'm probably going to be in a foreign land sipping cocktails around a swimming pool, which sounds a little bit better than sitting here looking at these same four walls every single day. But it is definitely going to happen, I do believe, at this signing. Reliable journalist Sam Byrne, who is the Stockport County equivalent of your Jamie Rayners, your Simon Parkers, it was him who broke the news of Anthony Sarcevic and Neil Byrne before it did officially happen, and he tweeted on the 18th of June saying, looking likely that Ibou Touray has earned himself a really good move heading for newly promoted Bradford City. For me, was always dependable at Edgeley Park, a fair amount of assists in the title winning season and stepped up well at this level last season. You look at a little bit more of Ibou Touray in a little bit more detail. Byrne continues to say he had a good return for assists in the title winning season when people thought he didn't perform that well. Last season he performed better overall, but crossing was undoubtedly a frustration. He's just very dependable in my opinion, but agree on the attacking side that his crossing ability is a little bit of a weakness. And he also goes to say, sound a bit like a broken record, but he's reliable and dependable, not a standout or star player type, but rarely injured, rarely a glancing error, etc. Pretty much always available outside of international duty, natural left back, but has been used on the left of a three as well. So some nice interesting news there, and obviously it does seem like this is definitely going to happen. I think I'm right in saying that Ibou Touray has previously worked with Graham Alexander at Salford City in League 2. He is now 30 years of age, and I would hazard a guess that he's joined Bradford City on a 2-year contract, which I'm quite happy with. If it's a 1-year deal, I'd be a little bit surprised by that, and I certainly don't see us giving a 3-year deal to somebody who's 30 years of age and isn't necessarily that Premier League player dropping down like Ollie Norwood at Stockport County, for example. So I think a 2-year deal is most likely, and I think that would be a smart bit of business for Bradford City. We knew we needed to recruit in at that left wing back, left centre back position. Simon Parker also announced today, which is Thursday the 19th of June, that it looks increasingly likely that both Lewis Richards and Kieran Kelly will be signing new contracts with the football club. So that would hint to me that Ibou Touray is going to play as a left wing back. So we're clearly going very experienced in the defence. We're clearly looking to sort out, being defensively solid first before we try and go for them more attacking, flary type players. And obviously we know that we're not desperate to get numbers in. We're very well numbered, if that's the right terminology, in them attacking midfield sort of positions. We definitely need 2 strikers to come in through the door. With Cook not going to be available for the first couple of months of the season, it only really leaves Callum Kavanagh, with Ibbotson probably going to go out on loan. Tyler Smith also needs to move on as well. So I would anticipate that sort of business to start very soon, with obviously pre-season starting on Monday the 21st? It's Monday the 23rd, but it means all the same thing, doesn't it? In terms of Ibou Touray, then he is going to come in on a free transfer with obviously his contract set to expire this summer. I'm not 100% sure if he was offered a new deal by Stockport. Hatters fans, let me know down in the comment section down below. But last season in League 1, look at that football that he's played. 43 league appearances and 38 starts for a team that finished 3rd in the league last season and weren't a million miles off of winning automatic promotion. Just shy of 3,300 minutes. Yes, he didn't score a goal last campaign, but he still registered 3 assists, creating the 4 big chances with a 74% passing accuracy and 26% of his crosses were accurate. For me, 1 in 4 isn't awful, especially for what we're looking for next season. Stockport obviously challenging right at the top of the table. We're just looking to be in and around 16th, somewhere like that will be pretty solid for us next campaign. Defensively, looks pretty solid, 12 clean sheets last season, just 0.8 interceptions per game, but 1.7 tackles, 3.3 balls recovered, and 3 clearances per game as well. He had 2 errors which led to a shot and committed 2 penalty offences as well. He had a 63% successful dribble rate, which I think is very solid for a left back, winning 57% of his ground duels and 58% of his aerial duels. So that certainly seems to be one of his more stronger points, is his duel statistics, to win nearly 60% of your aerial duels for somebody who's, I don't even think, 6 foot. Now, the concern for me is a lot of Stockport fans have said that Touray played his best football as a left back in a back four. I don't envisage us going to a back four next season, so is Touray going to play as a left wing back, which looks likely. I can't see him playing left side centre half because obviously we're going to have Till and probably Kieran Kelly there, so Touray for me is surely going to play as a left wing back. That now leaves obviously if Richards does sign, with Richards, Touray and Wright in that position. Wright is definitely going to need to move on if we're even considering bringing Adaramola back, but the fact that we're moving to sign Ibou Touray makes me think that Adaramola is not potentially going to come back, and if I'm being completely honest, I think I would rather have Touray. Now obviously if Adaramola goes on to sign for Bradford City later on in the transfer window, I would not be against that whatsoever, but I do think now it would make it very unlikely with Lewis Richards and Ibou Touray looking like they're going to battle it out in that left wing back position. I can only really see them two playing there. I don't see a reason why we then need to go and sign Teo Adaramola, especially when Richards and Touray are 100% better than Adaramola defensively. I think going forward, maybe Teo slightly edges Richards, but we've got to remember, in that very good run we went on around January sort of time, that link-up play between Poynton and Richards down that left-hand side was so important. Richard got a couple of goals last season as well, and obviously Ibou Touray has just played a massive part in a team that have finished 3rd in League One. I think for me, this is a real coup for Bradford City. In terms then of how our squad is now lining up ahead of the 2025-26 campaign, now I'm hoping that Ibou Touray is going to be the next sign announced. Obviously, if something does get announced before Touray, then this graphic will be ever so slightly wrong, but we're looking quite strong now in a lot of positions, with obviously Simon Parker coming out and saying that it looks quite likely that Kieran Kelly and Lewis Richards will both be remaining with Bradford City beyond this summer, which is obviously great news for us. We've not really heard much about Colin Doyle, but we didn't last season. I would assume he's just going to stay on in the same role and still be registered as a player. But business still to be done then by Bradford City. I would say we definitely need a starting right centre-back to come in through the door for me and really compete with Aidan Baldwin. I would anticipate George Goodman will go out on loan. Maybe another left-footed centre-back, and you can have Till as an option in the middle if Neil Byrne does move on and Paul Huntington isn't offered a new contract. We definitely need another holding midfielder to compete with Max Power. I would take another attacking midfielder, and we definitely need 2 strikers to come in through the door, and I would anticipate there is a fair few of these players who will still move on. We've not had any outgoing business so far. Obviously, this is our 5th signing of the transfer window, and for me, it's a solid one. I'll probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's in one of them positions where it's not going to massively thrill you. It's not the most offensive, and it's hard to get really massively excited by defensive recruits, but it's smart, it's sensible, he's clearly very dependable as well, never injured. I think it's a smart 7.5 out of 10 signing, and I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. And there we have it then. I'm going to leave it there for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Can we try and hit 200 likes as I mentioned at the start of today's video? That would be massively appreciated, and don't forget to get your thoughts in down in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on Bradford City signing former Stockport County left back Ibou Touray on what I can only assume is a 2-year contract? I must mention again, this is a pre-record, so hopefully no further business was announced before this signing. Thank you all for watching, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon for another one.